Hello YouTube, and Overcray 12 here. Well, I've watched from afar the two sides going at each other. The volleys of mud slung towards each side, their armies massing and marching towards their goal. Well, army on one side and a ragtag on the other. I watched and learned as the ragtag sent in their leader and released a tactical nuke that decimated the capital of the army. And in the aftermath, what happened? Damage control. The army unleashed its biological weapon. False flags. How fucking Weasley. How fucking despicable. Even if it wasn't their leader that did this, he should rein in his mutts. And no, I don't have any proof that it was him or his dogs, but it sure does point that way. I mean, right after the debate, the discussion, the tactical nuke, it sure does point that way. Brett Keane, I unsubscribed from you and your Mr. Evolution channel. I've taken your bullshit enough. I mean, I am just getting into this YouTube thing, and you're one of the reasons why I came into it. And hopefully I come across with more dignity and integrity than you. You get called out, you were soundly beaten, with proof. And you came unarmed to a fight where you needed to be on top of your game. Where you should have just come forth and said it was all true, instead of tripping over your deceptions. Then you run for cover when you see that you're being soundly whipped, that your armor was getting chinked left, right, and center. Now, I don't blame you for running. I don't. Human nature dictates that we either fight or flight, and do the other when one isn't working. You came to the fight, lost, and tucked tail and run. I don't blame you. I probably would have done the same. But this is about the aftermath. This is about what you did afterwards. The shamblings of a dying kingdom, walking around in your halls, lashing out in a final, if I go down, you go with me type of shit. Wow. One of the problems that we have as human beings is to admit our fallibility, admitting we are wrong. I have come to that crossroads in my life. I try to admit my mistakes, which are many. And it's made me into a better human being, a more productive human. To shed all that is mistaken makes me a more in-depth man. How, you may ask? Because we can learn from our mistakes. All these people that spout science and see the future in technology forget the one thing that pushes scientific research and development: mistakes. So to you, my fellow Earth traveler, I beg you, come out with it. Admit your mistakes, learn from them and move on, advance and become better for yourself. I'm not preaching to you, hell, you probably won't even see this. But I will say this, that your opinion is not the only one out there that is right, or the way to look at things. I've tried to show you other ways to look at certain situations, and you just shoved me off without another look, like I was an idiot. Well, my last advice to you would be this, and it is my last. I will darken your door no more. Come clean. Start over. Call off your dogs. I mean, you have taken out the Atheist Antidote, Coughlin's other channel. You have had Sarah Hunn's channel flagged. What's the point? In the end, it just makes you look like you're the dying kingdom. It makes straight look right in everything that he was bringing to you. But you won't. You will go along in your righteous path thinking that you have been the betrayed king of a kingdom that doesn't exist. I mean, you said it yourself. People on YouTube are for the most part influential and ineffectual on the masses. They won't even make it to mainstream media like anybody wants to anyways. Well, goodbye, Brent. Thanks for the influence to bring me here, and thanks for the influence to dismiss you. I realize that I don't need an icon. I have my own cause to fight, ignorance. And with that note, you have become my Ignoramus number 6. Because ignorance is bliss, but knowledge is freedom.